Ever stop to wonder what happens when a seemingly normal pub outing spirals into something unexpected? Last week, an incident at Sydney's Golden Sheaf Hotel did just that. Um, it quickly gained traction online and sparked a debate. It all began with Kelly McNamara, a prominent figure in Eastern Suburbs society, and Caroline Gaultier, known from Real Housewives of Sydney. Uh, they found themselves in a heated exchange with two patrons at the pub. The situation rapidly escalated, drawing attention from both staff and onlookers. Footage emerged showing one woman reaching out to touch the tzitzit ritual fringes worn by observant Jewish men as part of their religious practice. This action caused visible discomfort for those involved and became a focal point of the unfolding drama. McNamara later questioned the men about these fringes, stating they were dibby-dobbed because she inquired about them. The exchange continued to simmer, attracting more scrutiny within the pub setting. Gautier allegedly exclaimed Satan's little helpers as she walked away from the situation. Following the incident, one of the men contacted the Australian Jewish Association to share his experience. This prompted McNamara to release an extraordinary statement defending her actions and challenging the narrative surrounding the event. McNamara insisted she wouldn't apologize, claiming the conflict arose simply because they refused further conversation with the men. She vehemently denied any anti-Semitic intent or implication in her behavior. She argued that asking about the fringes was not evidence of prejudice, nor was ending a conversation. It wasn't about refusing service, she claimed, but rather declining to continue an interaction. The statement took a peculiar turn as McNamara began referencing personal choices, her preference for gas-powered cars over electric ones, and her love of candlelight. She questioned if these preferences could somehow be construed as anti-Semitism. Her defense then veered into discussions about the influence of media ownership, invoking the late Robert Maxwell and his publishing empire. She suggested that historical accounts can be manipulated by those controlling information. McNamara emphasized her ability to recognize agendas and resist having a simple interaction rewritten as something it wasn't. She maintained that two men were simply refused further conversation. A fact, she said, unsupported by evidence beyond that. She acknowledged genuine anti-Semitism exists, but warned that overusing the label dilutes its meaning and diminishes real instances of prejudice experts. She expressed frustration at being targeted and misrepresented based on a narrative rather than facts. Meanwhile, Dr. Kate Adams, a former co-star of Gautier's from Real Housewives of Sydney, weighed in on the controversy, describing Gautier as attention-seeking and a very sad person. She suggested this behavior contributed to the show's cancellation. You know what they say about socialites and their cars? They always have a gas. But seriously, let's hope everyone involved can find some common ground. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.